Welcome to Starfield. I have been obsessed with this game for the past little while. I've been playing it on my PC, and I've got sort of my main character who's been avoiding the main quest, which is always what I do in a Bethesda RPG. I do a little bit of main quest stuff to sort of get the vibe, and then I spend the rest of my time just wandering around making goals of my own. And so that's what I've been doing on my PC, and so I figured I would probably try to do something different now, streaming it on my Xbox. I'm going to make a different character with maybe a different moral outlook on life and explore the game in a different way. Try to maybe counter some of my natural habits towards things like picking up every single item in a room that isn't nailed down so that I can sell it. I wonder if I can stop myself from doing that, because, you know what, watching me struggle from merchant to merchant trying to sell all of my gear might not be the most exciting thing to watch me do on a stream. So hopefully, streaming this game is going to give me an opportunity to play a little bit differently than I usually do, have a little bit of a different kind of fun, and maybe I'll learn that I actually like that way of playing better. Who knows? Anyway, I'm a huge fan of this game. This game has definitely sort of captured my imagination. Specifically, so each Bethesda game that I play, I end up with one particular focus that I just pursue, just avoiding and ignoring everything else. In Skyrim, I just wanted to get the fanciest suit of dragon armor or whatever. And actually, armor was my thing in Fallout 4 as well. I was trying to get a really nice upgraded suit of power armor and some really nice weapons. Just I loved their customization system. And I also was always trying to get my main base built up. In Starfield, it's the ships. I just love making the starships because not only is the ship itself kind of your character when you're flying from place to place, but it's also your home. You live inside of it. So you build a thing, you not only fly around and play like a character, you also run around inside it. And just that little creative part of my brain that just loves playing games like this, it's hitting it on multiple different levels, and it's making me very happy. So we're not going to get to that point for a while, though, because you got to be pretty rich to start building ships. And right now, on my Xbox, I don't have a save file at all. We're going to start this from scratch. So a few episodes from now, maybe we'll do a Let's Build a Starship episode. For right now, we're going to create a character and get through the tutorial. So now you start out not in character creation. They introduce a few things first before they let you make your character, which is a good move a lot of the time. I'm just going to set my controller down, sit back.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Stardock. Except with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. Most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
Group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
I'm not going to be able to talk as much during all this dialogue.
Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady. And never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
There is
Know
very
what I
little.
love about working in
There's very little breathable atmosphere in this game. And by the way, I'm not going to be able to talk much during this sequence, but this is a very well orchestrated sequence. It's not. It's the same basic idea as the cart at the beginning of Skyrim, except that you're able to move around freely. All these different moving pieces are all moving around at once. All the dialogue is like sort of lines up really nicely. Like they did a really good job of putting this intro together. So I wanted to say that now, and then get into it.
Star Collective space? Fewer rags. A job like this in the United Colony? Huh. Heaps of red tape. Ugh. Look at this one over here. Calvin! No! No. It's a laser, not a sledgehammer. Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up. Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
So while we were watching Lynn, Heller went deeper into the cave and he started hanging out with somebody else. They've got this sort of leapfrogging thing going on.
Dusty, you're up. Grab a cutter and mine what you can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
You think we'll be done here soon? I hear this is the last dig.
I'm busy. Got anyone else to
By the way, let me know if the audio balance is makes it difficult to hear me at all. So this is kind of cool because not only does this teach you how to fire weapons, this particular activity, mining these rocks, you do it a lot in this game. And I actually really enjoy it. Lately I've been sort of putting on a TV show and just mining the heck out of a planet.
You got a few more digs to go before I feel like talking to you.
How they sucker you to join? Fall for the fancy pamphlet?
You're ready, boss. Get back up here.
So Smug Rainbow Pony is also pointing out that yeah, you're learning the gameplay first
It's time. You're with me.
before you do character creation. They come up with a good excuse for character creation later on, but right now I can't change my perspective into third person. I can't look at myself at all because I am no particular person.
Standard reading a clean break. Shut it down.
Let's go! Hella, get the reading.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after, it'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on. Keep moving.
Fine. So I happen to know how to turn on my
We're getting
light.
close, I think.
I
Yeah,
wonder if
everything is
she'll...
just-
In my original playthrough, she told me how to turn on my light. Now that I've turned it on myself, I wonder if she's going to say anything.
Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Well,
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Oh, never mind. It wasn't her. It was it was a tutorial message that told me how to turn my light on. Oh, does it need me to do it again to show what I learned? Oh, nope. It's just going to stay up for a certain amount of time no matter what. I wonder if I'll get to keep this beryllium after the tutorial.
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Keep going.
However, one of my goals, I gotta remember, is to not feel like I have to pick up every single thing in the world. Let's stop mining beryllium.
Do you see anything?
All right, here goes. The whole universe is in my brain.
Come out of it!
Hey, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
So they hand me my file, and now I get to make myself. So you start with a preset. Got a lot of different faces to choose from, but I think you can make a lot of changes to the face after you select it. Oh, okay, this is a fancy lad. Nobody is calling out to me yet. So my goal with my characters, so I'm playing sort of a straight down the line person. I think my original character grew up as like a street kid, did a lot of like violent work, was a Ronin, and so she is sort of she was like a kind of a gun for hire base or a blade for hire in Neon, which is a place I've never even been to yet as a player. So she had this sort of background where she comes from a violent life, but she ultimately wants to do good. This time I want to play an absolute sociopath, and just be a terrible person. So doesn't really have much to do with the character's appearance, but okay, yeah. So we got this sort of, so you have kind of the I think this is meant to be sort of the feminine coded walk, and this is sort of the more masculine coded walk. It's got a little bit of like a, I don't know, kind of a gruff, overbearing style to it. I kind of like it, so I'm gonna give her that, and then let's make her physically imposing. Let's go muscular like this. And then let's have a look at the face. So, okay, so this is actually, I didn't spend nearly enough time on this part of it back when I was making my original character. I was really eager to get into the game, into the backgrounds and stuff like that, so I didn't spend a lot of time on the face. I kind of want to learn a little bit more about the options here. Okay, so you're just cycling through, so you're not really adjusting sliders so much as sort of choosing between a bunch of different presets, which is probably pretty good. You know, one thing that when you're designing a character creator, one thing you really want to do is give the player as much power as you can, up to the point where they can make your game look ridiculous, and you want to stop them just shy of the game looking stupid. So yeah, let's see. So we've got, okay, forehead. Oh, notice how the hairline is changing as I go here. Oh, that's interesting. Like, the shape of your scalp is actually adjusting how the hair flows. Oh, and I just noticed that I've got this refine button. I had never noticed this before. So, oh wow, so I can just like, I can really mess around with this if I want to. And then shape blends? Holy crap. I don't even know what this does. Oh, it's just, I'm adjusting like little bits of how the shape works. Wow. Okay. I'm not going to spend too long on this, but I kind of like that. Her eyes are a little uneven, but that actually kind of feels good. I want her to look a little bit twitchy, like she should have a little tick in her eyelid or something like that. Yeah. Oh man, you can just sort of. I'm gonna actually have to restrain myself from this. I could do this all day, and that's not gonna be cool. That's not gonna be interesting. So let's have a look at eye color. Ooh. Oh, demon eyes? Yes, absolutely. NoLail74 says, does this mean we're getting a character creator in State of Decay 3? No, I am not one of those designers who plays a game and immediately thinks that whatever he finds in that game has to also be in his own game. That's not a thing. So I can love something in another game without thinking that I need to put it in mine. Okay, so I want to have the eyebrows be kind of angled down, kind of as flat as possible, really. So maybe that's good, or maybe that, but then let's refine it. Okay, so I can bring it a little lower. Okay, so I'm actually moving it on the model when I do that. Okay. Then eyebrow color. Oh, it's just choosing basically the hair color of the eyebrows. Let's save that until we actually know what we're doing with the hair. And then forehead. I think I've got the forehead I want. Let's look at noses. That one's got kind of a pronounced sneer to it. That's a great nose for this person. Yes, absolutely. I didn't mean to do that. Ears. I never really connect with a character's ears. Like, it just never seems like the most important thing that I'm to pay attention to. So I just kind of pick something usually and go with it. Do they have the difference between like a detached and an undetached? Oh, interesting how the earrings are on these ears in different ways. That is such a detail. Wow. I like that. Yes, just look at ears all day. That sounds great. Scintillating stream, Jeffrey. Now I can't remember what she started with. Oh, you know what? I don't care. Cheeks? Is there a way to make her look, I don't know, kind of like that? Mouth. Oh, there's lots of different mouths. Oh. Okay, no, she's not going to be old. I kind of like that little frown there, though. I don't know. Let's see. I think, you know what? I think I actually kind of like the original mouth. Oh, I can mess with her underbite versus overbite, all this stuff. Let's not worry about it. Restrained. Oh, wait, teeth? What? Oh, no. Oh, Oh! Oh no! Oh no! What are you? Ah! Okay, no, we're not gonna. No, just keep me away from that. Absolutely keep me away from that. Um, so I kind of want her to have a stronger jaw. And... Huh. I want her to have a little bit of a stronger chin, too. I wonder, can I move it forward a little bit? Let it kind of overtake her lips? And then... I can't tell what these shape blends are doing. I think... Yeah, I do want her to still come across as fairly young. So I keep giving her, like, old people features. And maybe that's not a good idea for the... Because I think, like, the kind of sneer on her nose sets her up to look old if I give her one other feature that looks even slightly old. So let's keep it here. Neck. Oh, I don't... These are such subtle differences in the neck. I can't possibly... Ooh, jewelry? Oh, big hoop earrings. Absolutely. What else do we have here? We got... Oh, just lots and lots of earrings. That is one way to go. Oh, wait. Nose ring. Pirate nose ring. Can you get the nose ring with other things, or... Or maybe I just want the little stud in the nose? My sister did this one. the one through the bridge of the nose. So Fallstar is saying this character needs to have small earrings because big ones would just get in the way. Yeah, so let's go with huge pile of earrings on both ears. Ooh, jewelry color. Oh, nice. I think in Baldur's Gate I was annoyed that, like, one of the characters, like one of the hairstyles had gold jewelry woven into it, but you could only choose silver jewelry on the face, and it didn't match, and it drove me crazy. I do tend to like sort of silver colored jewelry. Let's go with that. Derm aesthetic. Oh, okay, what your skin looks like. Huh. There's just so many subtle gradations here. I don't even know how to parse the difference. I mean, just where the freckles are, I guess. Complexion. Oh, color temp. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, there's all kinds of different sort of skin tone options here. I think I liked the first one, but that's cool. Okay, so we've got our face. I think was hair near the top. I think I skipped hair. Yeah, let's skip. Let's do hair. So I think I want her to be a redhead, kind of match her glowing red eyes. And can I zoom out? Okay, that's a cool one. I like that one. Kind of like that too. They have all the same haircuts for, like, both genders, and so you can, like... That looks kind of neat, right? Might be a little over the top, though. If you go with this... This looks like my hair for a while. We could go totally bald. That's an option. Let's go over all the way to the other side. I think it gets longer as you go. Oh, there we go. Yes. Yes. A little much. I think that's what I chose for my main. I do like that one. I think this sort of punky set, I think, is actually where I want to be. Like maybe this, kind of going down the back. Okay, yeah, let's go with this for a bit. Yeah, she looks like a pretty grizzled character here. Okay, so now we get to choose background. And so background just basically determines your starting skills. And actually this gets subsumed pretty fast. Like as you level up the first few times, like the first 3 times you level up, you can choose 3 new skills. And basically you can make whatever background you want that way. But I do kind of like the story of some of this stuff. So like chef, you're good with knives, you're good at scavenging, you're good at, gastronomy. I think I want this character to be kind of a bad person though. So gangster, shotgun, boxing, theft. That feels pretty good. Let's look at a couple of others. Industrialist, ooh, fancy. Long hauler, gives you piloting and ballistic weapons. Pilgrim, gives you scavenging, surveying. Professor, ooh, very fancy. I am thinking if I make a third main, I'll try to make a character who's just purely an intellectual and see if we can get by. Ronin was what I chose for my other character. Medicine, yeah, for a sculptor. Oh, that's interesting. A soldier, boring. Space scoundrel, so you get piloting, pistol certification, and persuasion. This is basically your Han Solo. Xenobiologist is interesting. Lasers, surveying, fitness. And then file not found. And so you just get wellness, ballistics, and piloting. Why is that a tentacle holding a pistol? That's weird. So I'm not sure what this is meant to mean. But I think I'm going to go with gangster. That just really felt more like the character I'm trying to play. So let's say gangster. And then let's pick our traits. So this is, like, this affects sort of storytelling stuff. It affects dialogue. It affects, like, the relationships you're more easily able to develop in the game with, like, other factions, stuff like that. For my first character, I think I chose Neon Street Rat, Raised Universal, and something else. But for this one, for this character, I want to choose some of the weirder stuff. I want to see some of the stuff that I'm missing out on. So one that I want to try is Wanted. Someone put a price on your head and word has spread. Occasionally armed mercenaries show up and try to kill you, but being cornered gives you an edge. When your health is low, you do extra damage. Yes, absolutely. That's what we want for this character. So I'm debating whether I want this one. Hero worship. You've earned the attention of an annoying, adoring fan who will show up randomly and jabber at you incessantly. On the plus side, he'll join your ship's crew and give you gifts. So this is one of the silly things in the game, and I kind of want to see the silly things with this playthrough. I don't know if I can handle this guy, though. I really, really don't know if I can handle this guy. Zedric says that he chose introvert, hero worship, and alien DNA. I'm picking hero worship. And then... Oh, okay. So you get parents. That's kind of cool. So again, yeah, so I'm thinking of... I want to do a character eventually who's like a kind of well-to-do intellectual type person. Like the kind of person who's just like... They could have a life back home, like an absolutely successful life back home, and they went into space for unknown reasons. And so I think that will probably have like kid stuff, dream home, that sort of thing is probably what I'll go with for that character. So I don't want to choose any of those for this character. I could have them be a part of the like psychotic religion. The Serpent's Embrace. You grew up worshipping the Great Serpent. Grav jumping provides a temporary boost to health and oxygen, but health and oxygen are lowered if you don't continue jumping regularly, like an addiction. And you can't do other religions. I kind of like that. Um, yeah, okay. Let's have her belong to the serpent cult. So I'm looking at her face. I'm trying to see, is there anything I want to change about her appearance before we get going? Oh, let's actually have a look at her eyebrows real quick, because I didn't know what her hair color was going to be. So wait, what hair color was 7? Is eyebrow color, does it match? I think that matches. And then, yeah, like, the shape of her cheeks is a little distracting. Like, there's like, it's lumpy. She's a little bit lumpy. And I'm not sure what I can do about that necessarily. That seems a little bit smoother. Yeah, I think that came together a little bit better. All right. I think we've got our character. So we are going to name her. This is Fern. And yeah, so I have trouble coming up with character names sometimes, like many people. But so I actually, for my last character, I actually asked ChatGPT for suggestions, and it suggested the name Aisling. And I remember that I really liked the name Aisling. I hadn't really heard it before until one of the contestants on Taskmaster was named Aisling. I think she's Irish. And the Irish have this amazing way of writing their names in a completely different way from the way an English-speaking person would normally pronounce it. And so I loved it. So I chose Aisling for my other character. And now I think I just want to name characters after Taskmaster contestants. And so this is Fern. And when I do my sort of intellectual character, I'm probably going to name her Victoria after Victoria Corin Mitchell. So, yeah, I think we're good. We've got Fern. Let's...
You know, a lot of outfits would see a criminal record like yours and turn you away. We certainly took a chance with you. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way. Then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened?
What is that thing?
It's our payday, that's what. Sooner we get it off our hands, the sooner it isn't our problem anymore.
So, because my character is a liar, she's not going to say anything.
Well, makes the paperwork easier, and we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh, sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil.
So one of the things that's tough in this game is walking slowly enough to keep up with the NPCs without just overrunning them really easily.
Our Constellation contact is on approach.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke. You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there. Same with Constellation.
Yeah, but come on. Exploring space? Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
Not to them, apparently.
Huh.
All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on.
And so this is where they show you how to use the inventory. So Dwarsini says, on PC, the caps lock button actually makes you walk at NPC's speed. That's a great idea. That's a really, really good idea. Other games should do that as well. Okay, so yeah, so I want to look at my inventory. I want to look in the helmet section. Equip my deep space mining helmet. Don't I look wonderful? By the way, so when I'm playing this game on my own on PC, I usually play almost exclusively in first-person mode, and occasionally I'll switch to third-person if I just want to look at myself, but I basically run around in first-person mode all the time. I kind of want to have the experience of playing in third-person, so I'm going to be trying to stay in third-person as much as I can in this playthrough, just to have the experience and see if I can tolerate it. Zedric says, I prefer... I gotta quiet down that spaceship. Zedric says, I prefer third person so I can see my hot dudes duding hotly. Yeah, no, I know that is one of the advantages.
Class? That ship's older than this room.
Come on.
So, one thing I haven't messed with very much is photo mode. And I'm wondering... By the way, look inversion doesn't count during photo mode. I'm just wondering if it might be worthwhile for me to try to capture sort of a nice shot of my character at the very beginning of the game, standing in front of the frontier. So let's take a photo. And then can I actually... There we go. I'll probably catch a nice shot of that later. Hello, Barrett. I mean, I don't know your name yet. Oh, just ignore me. I came out here to meet you.
Barrett,
Man,
been a long time.
yes it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Now that I've started messing with photo mode, I just want to use photo mode all the time. I just realized that this robot is pretty cool. Should I get a shot of me with my robot friend? I'm not really standing in just the right place. Never mind. You don't want to watch me do this.
Hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new girl found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal. And no, Barrett, not cool. She passed out after the extraction. Doesn't even remember what happened.
Is that right? Went on a trip, huh?
I'm fine.
All right. A little disappointing, not gonna lie, but reveling in the weird of space isn't everyone's idea of a good time. I get it.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I'd lost them.
Barrett? Everybody get ready! Just like the emergency drill! Go! Go! Just run! We've got this!
I need some help here!
Sorry. I'm just wondering what she looks like from the front while she's fighting. Does she make a face? Nope. She just doesn't care. Okay, I would like to have a regular gun, please. Oh, I could have held that to equip it, but I forgot. So we'll switch to the Maelstrom. I've got 31 rounds for it. That'll be fine. Oh, God, hey, get away from me. Oh, crap. Out of bullets. I just want to loot a body. There we go. Ooh, that axe. I want the axe. Nothing, nothing. Another axe. Okay, I'm out of bullets, but that's fine. Let's actually place these items on my D-pad so I can be like, boink, rescue axe, ah! Oh, I love zero gravity fight. Not zero. Low, micro-gravity fighting. Oh, okay, yeah. I need to use a med pack. Boink. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see where it auto-saved. Part of my problem is, it's hard to fight in. No. No. Nuh-uh. No way, we're not doing this. And we're back. We skipped all of that stuff and we're getting to the fight again. And oh, what? What's this? An actual weapon? That's amazing. Why don't we equip an actual weapon instead of trying to use our laser cutter? So let's favorite this gun and stick it here. Can I also favorite this gun and stick it here? Yes, I can. One thing you'll notice, by the way, in this game is that weapons that are semi-automatic do a lot more damage than automatic weapons. They basically just tuned it so if you're firing an automatic weapon, you burn through a lot of ammunition and do way less damage per hit, which is, you know, not crazy. I mean, there are other games that do that, but the difference is really, really pronounced. But yeah, now I'm not going to be charging people because I ran out of ammunition. They just set one of my friends on fire? Don't do that. Oh, okay. My health is low, huh? Let's try not being on fire. Can we try not being on fire? That's a good way to keep your health higher. Another thing I really got used to in first person was aiming down the sights, which is a thing I can't. Whoa, oh, I thought he was my friend. You're not my friend. See, I got really accustomed to that. You know, I'm just taking everything off all of these corpses. My friends, my foes, don't care. Oh, hi, what? Oh, there's still some of you. Oh wait, that's my friend. Is that my friend? I think it's my friend. That's the bad guy over there.
Well, we're not dead. That's a good place to start.
We appear to have suffered fewer casualties than would be expected.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
I see some stuff to sell.
The Crimson Fleet hit us.
Oh, that was a modified Maelstrom. So let's grab ourselves another favorite gun. But yeah, you can see this Maelstrom, it's an assault rifle, but it does 4 damage per hit, whereas the Eon, the pistol, does 10 damage per hit. Because the Eon is semi-automatic and the Maelstrom is fully automatic. And that's just sort of how the numbers go. Sometimes it's even more pronounced than that.
Now, that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now.
Take me off this moon.
Nothing wrong with honest work. Although, yeah. See your point.
Oh no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but she's not some minor anymore, Lynn. Soon as she touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.
So Orathaus is pointing out that if you have members in your crew, their skills will stack with your skills. And one thing I'm really curious about, though, is for like skills that you use in person that are like, you know, like a combat skill, do you have to have that person with you in the field in order to get the benefit of their skills? Or if they're just sitting on the ship, will their skills augment your skills? Because I haven't really experimented enough with crew yet to know the answer to that.
Don't you get it? You don't have a job here anymore. You're with those explorers now. Like it or not. Just go, all right? Figure out what happened to you when you touched that rock.
Well, now that that's settled. Bosco, get her to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time.
Oh, he gave me my HUD.
Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions?
Nope.
And Bosco, don't let her break my ship.
So Orathaus says that he thinks that the skills in your crew just stack right up with your skills, even if you've left them on the ship, which sounds great. Actually, that sounds like a motivation to have a bigger, more complex ship that you can stack up more crew on. So that's pretty cool. So Coalition is pointing out that he really loves pistols, and so
Just up the ramp, Captain. I'll be in the external robotics bay.
And so he really likes the idea that semi-automatic pistols would be more powerful than assault rifles. And me too. Actually, my other character is fully specialized in pistols. I'm not giving her any other weapon skills aside from melee. And she's just looking for the best pistols all the time. That's all she uses, and it's great.
It appears you are the new captain of the frontier.
So yeah, Ranithcord is pointing out how kind of a little contrived it is that my boss at this mining colony just gives me up. Like, nope, you belong to Constellation now. Like I'm part of, I don't know, losing me is part of the payment for the work. And that Barrett just hands over his ship. Now, he doesn't fully hand it over because I think he's restricting where I can travel up front. I can only go home, basically, to Constellation.
Captain, I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are any difficulties.
Okay, so one thing... Okay, so I've got a bunch of materials and things like that in my cargo hold. In my first playthrough, I sold all of this stuff, which wasn't a clever move, because you actually kind of want a lot of this stuff for crafting. I didn't know, though.
Shields ready. The rest is up to you.
Here we go. So in my original playthrough, at this point, I just started screwing around. Like, I was only allowed... See, let's have a look at where I am right now. So I'm orbiting this planet in this system. And if I decide that I want to go somewhere, I think I'm really basically only allowed... Am I only allowed to go back to Alpha Centauri? Oh, wait, it looks like there are a couple... Oh, there are a couple other places I can go. I thought that it restricted me to only go to Alpha Centauri. But it looks like I do have a little bit more freedom than that, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, so I basically screwed around for as long as I could before I actually went to Alpha Centauri, because there's a lot to do just in this area. I could land back on the planet again if I wanted to. I could go and explore any of these other planets. I think for this playthrough, though, I want to get through the introductory stuff as fast as I can, so that we can get on to really true free roaming. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, it hasn't given me the tutorial on navigation yet, so I want to make sure I'm doing things right. I'm not...
Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems, and we'll be on our way.
All right. So we will take down our shields a little bit, or maybe our engines a little bit, and power up the gravity drive. And now I've skipped the tutorial because I know how to fly. And is he going to prompt me to go away? Or is that...
An adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics?
Oh, hello.
That's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear.
So yeah, like many space shooters, you've got... This retro reminds me a little bit of Everspace.
Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective.
Yeah, so against their shields you want lasers, against their hull you want ballistics.
The enemy ship centered on the HUD can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline.
I love how easy it is to loot the ships, though I didn't realize how easy it was when I first tried. I thought I had to get right up close to the ships, but actually as long as you're within half a click of a ship, you can loot it. So are we done? Are we ready to go to the other system? I'm cautious about getting ahead of the tutorial. Sometimes, such things can be fragile.
2 more Crimson Fleet ships
Oh,
are jumping
here we
into
go.
our location, Captain.
So one thing that's kind of fun is there's a sweet spot. If you look at the throttle on the left, there's a sweet spot where if my little throttle dial is right here, I can turn a lot faster than if I'm moving slower or faster than that. Which is kind of neat because it means that, they're not incentivizing you to fly ridiculously slowly in order to have a good turning radius. But it means there's a little bit of, skill to sort of figuring out how to manage your throttle.
Has been far more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates.
Okay, so let's go to Crete, which is that moon right there. Let's choose our landing site. Oh, but first we have to get to Crete. So until we've scanned the planet, gotten to the planet and scanned it, we can't actually land. We have to get there first. And now that we're here, we open the map, and we can scan the planet, which gives us information about resources and things that we can find. But now we actually know enough, we can land at this site. Scott Landon says, I got a free ship for doing something, but I'm too low level to drive it. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to getting Class B and C ships, but I got to level up a whole bunch before I can afford them.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Ooh. one thing you see a lot is other ships flying up and down from planets, and sometimes that's a really good opportunity for a. Sometimes it's a really good opportunity for like getting into a space battle, getting into a random encounter, is watching where ships land and following them. So yeah, so there's this whole scanning system where you can basically you collect survey data for a planet, which you can sell for money, and I think it also gives you experience by scanning every different kind of plant on the planet, lots of examples of it, every different kind of animal, and every different kind of resource. And once you've done that, you get this survey data, which is an item that you can go and sell, which is kind of cool. It kind of makes you explore each planet, and because the planets are, handcrafted rather than procedurally generated, it actually feels a little bit more like you're discovering something that somebody intentionally put together, which feels pretty good.
Facility is in this direction.
So now I've scanned one trilobite, and there's two different ways to scan a creature. You can scan it with your scanner, or you can scan it with your gun. That also counts as scanning it. And I can get nutrients from its carapace. So yeah, in my first playthrough, I just explored the heck out of this whole area, trying to find as many resources as I could.
Be careful, Captain. Alien creatures are often unpredictable. Your performance in that conflict was beyond adequate.
Okay. By the way, the soundtrack feels a little bit intense. Are you still able to hear me when the combat music is on? Scott Landon says that he never knew that killing a creature counts as scanning it. Also, harvesting a resource counts as scanning the resource too. He says that'll save him a lot of time. Yeah, totally. And the thing is, that's true of most of this game. Like, most of the game is very easy to miss. Like there's so many individual features in this game that I had discovered by looking them up on Google. Like, there's so much to it. It's really, really hard. I mean, it's hard to just teach a player a game this complex up front. Like, you kind of, to some degree, almost have to leave it up to them to discover it.
Federation of smaller, independent pirate crews, all flying under the same banner. They are typically unscrupulous and violent.
Oh, sounds like my kind of people. Okay, so another use of the scanner, by the way, is to find interactive objects in the world, things that you can loot. So, like, wire spool, not very valuable. Oh, silver deposit. So now you can see I've mined 2 different resources on this planet, so it's marked off 2 out of 8 resources on my little checklist here. I grab some lead. Now I've got 3 resources, and you can see it sort of tallying them up on the right here. Here's some iron. 4 resources. That one is green, which means I've already scanned it. But yeah, so the scanner's got a lot of value, different purposes to it. Like, you can use it to actually do the scanning thing you're trying to do, but you can also use it to just it's like hitting the Alt key in a top-down RPG. Okay, so somewhere in this building is the captain I gotta kill. Oh, here we go. This is our way in. So yeah, you can see all of these things. Most of this is just garbage that there's no point in picking up. Usually when I'm looking at an item, I compare... Yeah, you don't get any information from items that are in containers, unfortunately. Actually, I should probably use this med pack up front. But like, you look at the mass and the value, and you want the value to be significantly higher than the mass. That makes it worth carrying if you're a vacuum everything up kind of person. But I'm going to try not to be a vacuum everything up kind of person. All right, let's get in here. Oh, and I forgot. I'm trying to play in third person. Let's do that.
Curious, these are United Colonies markings. but we are in pre-star collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
Scan the room for useful stuff. I'm going to ignore most of it. Just take the meds. Weapons are usually have a really good value to weight relationship, and so I'm probably going to be taking weapons and spacesuits off enemies that I kill, because those are both, especially right now when I've got just very beginning level gear. I'm likely to find stuff that's better, and I'm also likely to get really sellable stuff. Also, containers often have better stuff in them. That's just water. Oh, hello. They're all in there waiting for me. Can I join the party? Oh, there's another one. Hi. I guess they were talking, so they must have been talking to someone. Oh, hi. Oh, crap. Stop that. All right. Melee weapons do not have as good a ratio. Kraken. I forgot what a Kraken was. Is it a kind of pistol? Okay, we've collected some stuff. Some of it might be upgrades. Let's have a look at our inventory. So, like, we've got a pirate assault helmet. Its physical protection is lower. Its energy protection is higher. It also protects against corrosive damage. It seems like it's a wash. It's not better or worse than the helmet I've got, but it looks cooler, so we're putting it on. And as far as outfits go, no, that hat's ridiculous. Utility flight suit. This feels like more her style. So this is what she's wearing underneath her spacesuit. Let's look at our weapons. So we've got the cutter, we've got the Eon. Let's grab the rescue axe. We'll put that here as our melee weapon if we need it. The modified maelstrom's better than a regular type. And then we've got this pistol that fires 6.5. Okay, so this pistol, the Kraken, fires the same ammo as the maelstrom. So it's not that valuable to me. If I'm going to be firing that ammo, might as well fire the maelstrom. So, okay, I think I'm good. Let's go a little further. Okay. Oh, a computer, what? Oh, so many things. This is just story, though. I don't think any of it is functional. It sounds like they're getting attacked by something, and I'm just not paying any attention. Because I've got a safe to crack. Okay, let's quick save. Because I'm about to try to unlock something. So, I love the new unlocking mechanic. So Bethesda's whole deal is coming up with new ways to unlock doors. Like, every time, they always come up with some kind of new minigame for it. So this one uses digipicks. And I've gotten really used to it. So I've got an advanced security skill with my other character that makes it easier to tell which things fit. But basically the idea is you've got this collection of picks that you need to line up with the gaps in the lock. And you often, like, this is a novice one, and so you have exactly the 4 picks that you need, and they can only go in certain places. And so it's almost just like, so that could go there, that could go there. Okay, so these two together could unlock this outer ring. And let me just make sure that the inner two, yeah, so and then the inner ring can be unlocked by these two. So now we can go doink, 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 doink. But the more advanced those locks get, the more options you have. You end up having more picks than locks, and you have to figure out which ones are the actual series of picks that will work. And it's very possible to use a pick that you need for an inner ring in an outer ring, and then you're screwed and you have to back out. And so you have to be very careful about it. It's a really clever idea. There's so many, I mean, yeah, it's just right on that borderline between too easy and too hard, where it's like there's versions of this I could imagine that would just be impossibly hard and like no one wants to do it, and there's versions where it's just really obvious and easy, and this really is in the sweet spot where you're not quite sure you're doing it right until you get it right, and it feels really good to play. So I'm impressed, because there's been a lot of lockpicking mechanics in games before. I didn't think there were any new ones. Okay, so that's a fancy Kraken that is good for using in space. That's not where I am, though. And it's got the same downsides as before, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's... wait a minute. Where am I trying to... I forgot what direction I came from. Wait a minute. No, I'm not trying to vacuum up everything in this room. No. Okay, so there you go. So if you bring up your scanner, it will tell you what direction to go for your current waypoint. So this is where I'm headed. Anybody in here? Oh, I like these. I always pick those up. Oh, and we've got another med pack. Frag grenades. Let's equip a frag grenade. So if you've got... so basically you can equip one throwable, and then that goes on the right bumper. And you can see it in the lower right of my HUD. Haha. So yeah, because I can't aim down the sights in third person, I end up really needing to deal with the reticle bloom a lot. Much more so than I did, you know, in first person, which is interesting. I feel like I saw an enemy this direction, but... oh, there he is. Hi. Oh, hey, I just leveled up. That's cool. Okay, there's somebody to my right. Ah, hi. Like, in first person, when I'm aiming down the sights, I can manage the effects of movement on my aim more effectively, rather than just sort of accepting that my aim becomes garbage anytime I'm moving. In third person. But yeah, each bullet does so little damage with this automatic weapon, and I'm just blasting through so much ammo. It definitely makes the semi-automatic weapons that I use feel, in my other game, feel like a good strategic move. But one thing I do appreciate is that the enemies like to fire automatic weapons, which means when their hits hit me, like when their bullets hit me, it doesn't do as much damage to me. So, you know, I gotta appreciate that. Oh, whoop. Who's here? Oh, hi. Oh, crap. Okay, hold on. This, and then this. I'm out of bullets. In the butt. This guy go... oops. This guy go this way? No? Where'd he go? Oh, he went out this way. Was that the shaving a haircut melody? I think it was. Okay, how are we doing? Did we get everybody? So let's have a look at our inventory again real quick, because we're out of bullets for the Maelstrom. Okay, again, yeah, this this armor is worse, but I want it anyway. And then let's similarly grab a pirates. Actually, the pirates pack. Oh, it really is just worse in every way. Well, not every way. Whatever. I don't want to be wearing the original gear. And then let's have a look. So we picked up a Grendel, which fires a different bullet, of which I have 280. So that feels worth grabbing. Anything else? Oh yeah, I just got that Kraken. Okay, yeah. So let's switch to this guy. More of a submachine gun. We can't expect it to be as accurate. Hello, dead person. Ooh, Digipix. I can unlock more safes.
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside. Some digitics and a disregard for personal property rights.
So this is where I'm supposed to learn how to use Digipix. So let's see. So we've got that bit right there, and that bit right there, and yeah, I think that'll work. There we go. Some credits, a med pack, good to go, and then it looks like roof access. Dougie Fresh says he thinks this looks like a less scary Dead Space. Is that right? This is very different from Dead Space. Dead Space is a much more like controlled corridor-like experience where, ooh, a new pack, where you are, playing through this sort of like very well-crafted, deliberate experience, whereas this is just open-ended, just run around, do whatever you want. So it's less finely crafted in the moment, but there's just so much you can do. So yeah, so there's basically 4 pieces of clothing. There's your sort of the underclothing that you wear, which has advantages of its own. And then you got your helmet, your pack, and your spacesuit. And if you're going to be outside in a place without air, you need all 3 of these on in order to work. But if you take off the suit, the rest of it comes off too, automatically, sort of at least on your model. So it doesn't, its effects are still there, but you can basically only take off the spacesuit, run around in town, and look like you're wearing your street clothes, which is kind of cool. But let's switch this for the Deimos pack. Yeah, that looks a little nicer, and it's got more physical protection, so we'll do that. And then let's see what's out here. Oh, hey, guys.
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands?
I killed Barrett, so tell your pirate friends to back off.
Oh, no, you see, we weren't really after Barrett. We're after that ship. Every Crimson Fleet rook hears about the Frontier. That Constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays. The loot from 100 planets.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship.
So in the original playthrough that I did, I persuaded him that there was no treasure on the ship, and that was kind of cool. That doesn't seem like Fern's style, though.
Open fire!
Protocol Indigo dictates that I am to return to the lodge with no deviation.
Oh, there's more of them coming. So I think I'm out of grenades.
Exterior plating. You were trying to kill me, but
I really like the robot's dialogue, by the way. So looks like we got more pirates. Okay, that's just going to be garbage at that range.
Prioritizing your deaths over your own survival.
All right, well, let's jump off the roof. Use a med pack. Get a little closer to these guys. Because that's what, if you got a submachine gun, gotta close the distance. There's a lot of mid-air shooting in this game, which I am on board for. Oh, I'm encumbered now. That's fine. I'll be okay. I want your stuff. So wait, where's the... Who am I... Oh, wait. Oh, crap. Are there still... What is my mission right now? Hold on. Is the captain... Is the captain inside? Oh, no, he's still up there. I jumped off, and he's still up there. Oh, stop that. Do I have to go through that entire building again? Oh, no. I think I have to go through that entire building again to get back up to the roof.
Barrett often yells, pew, pew, pew. I am not sure why.
All right. Here we go. Okay.
I doubt the enemy will return.
Okay, it looks like... I'm not sure what he did, but we're going to go inside. So Scott Landon is pointing out that if I had a boost pack that worked, which I don't because we're just at the early part of the game, I could fly around like crazy and I would not need to go through the entire building again in order to get here. And by the way, I should drop some of my stuff because I'm carrying too much and I would be able to run if I wasn't carrying so much stuff. So let's do that. Let's drop some crap. I don't need all this stuff. What am I carrying that is heavy? Probably weapons. Or actually, entire spacesuits. Let's just... Okay, they're worth a lot of money. But if I drop this... Oh, it's only $190? No, never... Oh, that's the helmet. I wanted the suit. There's the suit. Ah, that's, yeah, $30.50. But if I drop it, that'll basically almost get me all the way there. I've got so many weapons, right? I got 5 maelstroms, and they're each 4 pounds. So yeah, let's drop those. Let's drop 2 of them. There we go. All right, now I can run around. Which way do I need to go? I think when you're running, it doesn't show you. Oh, I think I remember this. Yes, okay. So I went through here, and then up the stairs, and then down the hall. And then here. They got an interesting sort of stamina mechanic where they depict your stamina as being your oxygen because you're an astronaut. Credits. And then when you overuse it, you can keep running, but then you start basically incurring like CO2 poisoning. And then once you fill that up, you start taking damage, which I don't know. I really like. It's very on theme. And it gives you the ability to sort of push yourself to the limit in an emergency and pay for it, you know. But you don't just have like artificial feeling restrictions, which is really cool. Oh, Scott Landon points out that you can actually have your crewmates carry stuff for you. I had not been thinking about that. You're absolutely right. Oh, there he is. Hi. That guy's name is Brogan. Now, how much ammo do I have for the Maelstrom? Maelstrom does a little more damage, and it's a little more accurate. So I'll switch to that for fighting this guy. So notice his health. Oh yeah, take cover behind that, you idiot. His health has got these 3 red bars underneath it. So the white bar is his actual health that you're taking down when you shoot him. But the red bars are additional health bars that he resorts to when you remove his first one. So basically, first I have to remove the white health bar multiple times in order to make the red health bars all go away. And then when there's no red health bar, like now, that's when you can kill him. Ooh, okay. So he's got a fancy helmet, and you get it.
Without Crimson Fleet interference.
By the way, I absolutely love that they show you his helmet, and they make sure that that helmet is amongst the loot that you can get for looting his body. They didn't have to give us that helmet in loot, but you get such a good shot of it. It's great. So let's have a look at that helmet. Oh, it's not his same helmet. I mean, it's still a neat helmet, but it is not his helmet. It's got even less protection too. It's lead lined. Okay, so it's good against energy, but it's not, and it's good against radiation, but it's not actually good against like normal physical damage. Both of the other helmets are better. That's a weird, neat looking helmet though. I kind of like it, but it's not even worth that much money. Ah, I'm disappointed. I wanted that guy's cool helmet. Well, I'm choosing it because I want to, because I've never seen it before, and so that makes me like it. All right, I'm encumbered, but whatever. Let's actually, let's drop something. Just because I want to run fast. So if I drop another Maelstrom, will I be good? Drop as X. Almost. Let's drop something very, very light. Like a Ripshank. There we go. All right. Oh, but I'd already exhausted my oxygen. I do really love how hard they lean into gravity on different planets being different. Oh, but one thing you can do, by the way, now that I'm not encumbered anymore, I can just fast travel to my ship through the scanner, which is great.
Captain, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
All right. So yeah, let's go to Jemison. So that isn't just flying around in the system. That is a grav jump, and that is the thing that my character just loves to do, because she's a serpent worshiper. So we're going to jump to Alpha Centauri. Oh, what?
Ship Frontier, this is United Colony Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Yeah, so they're scanning me to see if I have any contraband on the ship.
No contraband detected.
Cool. So let's land at New Atlantis. So New Atlantis is your sort of like utopian-looking Jetsons type city. It's difficult to navigate because it's so, but that's fine. I mostly fast travel around it anyway. Okay, so this place has a breathable atmosphere, so I don't actually need to be wearing my spacesuit. So let's take off the spacesuit, and that makes my entire person look like she's not wearing any of her space gear, even though she actually does get the benefits of the stuff she didn't take off. So, the first thing I want to do... Oh. What?
And he's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
This is the most convenient place in the entire game for selling stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't have very much money. But check this out. You can just... If you had the money... If you had the money, you could just buy a new ship right here. Now, I don't have the money. I have 4,000 credits, and this ship costs 57,000 credits, so I couldn't possibly. But it's kind of fun to look at the sheer amount of possibility in this place. Look at just the... They all have... Like, they deliberately, I think, gave you a bunch of ships in this menu that all have very different looks to them. Like, this one's bulbous, the last one was very angular, and all of these are put together modularly from just all these basically bits and pieces that you smack together, and you can just make your own ship however you want. And someday, that's what I'm going to do with this character. Not right this second. But actually, yeah, let's...
Okay, no problem.
Let's have a look at my ship. So just to give you a sense of how this works. And I'm not going to really do anything right now because, again, I can't afford it. You can just take off the front of the ship, take out the middle of the ship, put a different middle inside. In fact, if I wanted to, I could change... Oh, I can't. No, this is just for the Frontier. I'm going to say, like, sometimes there are different variants of these things. You can just change which variant you have, put it back in. Doesn't even cost you anything. And it just is just, you know, at the bottom of the screen, it's just maintaining all these stats about your ship. So if I sold this engine, I would suddenly lose a lot of thrust. It's got errors, so like if you've got something detached from the ship, it won't let you, you know, it won't let you fly with that. You have to put it all together again before you quit. That sort of thing. But yeah, like, this is my favorite part of the game. And like, this is just this aspirational thing where it's like at the very beginning of the game when I saw that this was an option, I was like, well, everything I do now is going to be geared around making money so that I can do this. That's just what the game is for me. So not making any changes now, though, because
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
I can't afford to. But I'm going to come over here to this trade kiosk and sell all the stuff I don't need. So I don't need this Kraken. Don't need these extra maelstroms. Let's see. Oh, this is a better modified maelstrom. So let's sell my other modified maelstrom. And did I? Oh yeah, I favorited this Grendel, but here's a modified Grendel that's better. So I'm going to sell all of my regular old Grendels. I'm going to sell 3 of my rescue axes, all of my Ripshanks. I don't need this Kraken. Oh, a Rattler. Rattlers are pretty good, actually. Let's. Oh, is it better than the Eon? It's about the same as the Eon, and it's mag. Let's see here. Compare. Okay. Oh, I've got 5 cutters. I don't need all those. So the Eon, it's got a 12 mag, but the Rattler fires different bullets, so it's helpful to have an extra gun that fires different bullets. So yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this Rattler, and it's better in space. Oh wait, there might be other stuff that I want to sell in my other categories here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, spacesuits. So I've been wearing one of these pirate spacesuits. So let's keep one pirate spacesuit. I've been using the Deimos packs. Let's keep that. I've been using this weird ground crew helmet, so we'll keep that. Apparel. So I like the elbow grease outfit. Inclement weather is kind of cool. Miner outfit. And this, I do not need that cap at all. So let's just keep the elbow grease outfit. It turns out, yeah, I used to keep all my food. Turns out it's not all that valuable, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Resources. All this stuff could be useful, and I got plenty of room for it, so I'm gonna keep that stuff. All right, and so now let's wrap up this episode by going to Actually, I guess I need to get there in person, don't I? Let's go to the lodge. Let's kick off the main quest, and then once it's kicked off, let's start ignoring it and doing our own thing.
Okay, no bounty.
So I'm just going to run over here to this tram. And go to the Mass District, which is where the lodge is. By the way, I like this little tram system where they have these very small trams that people can get on that take them wherever they want to go. I almost wanted to see like a whole line of them, you know, like lined up. They're almost like little Uber tracks or something like that. Little Ubers on tracks. Coalition wants to know if there are any helmets that look like gas masks, so that he can, you know, put his La Coalition character into the game. I haven't seen any that look like modern gas masks. They look like spacesuit helmets, pretty much all of them. But if you keep looking, I mean, there's all kinds of different styles, and I've barely scratched the surface of them. Partly just because I spend so much time in each place just wringing every drop out of the systemic gameplay. I haven't seen a variety of planets yet. I just keep going back to that very first system and just checking out all the planets in that very first system.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity and always has been.
Scott Landon says a base building feature in State of Decay
Here
2
we are, the lodge.
that is like that shipbuilding system would be amazing. And so I don't know if that's necessarily what we would want to do with State of Decay 2, but I would definitely, or State of Decay, any State of Decay. But I would love to work on a game like that at some point. Like, one of my favorite game ideas that I've got in the back of my head absolutely would have a system like that. I don't get to decide what I make, though. So, you know, I've got these ideas in the back of my head. Maybe someday I'll persuade somebody that I should make them.
Front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
All right.
Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here.
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Scott Landon wants to know who my favorite companion is so far. So far, it's the robot, and I haven't spent much time with the robot. He's just there in the beginning, but I really like him. So that's probably my answer at this stage. Again, I haven't explored enough of the story to get a lot more companions, though, so I haven't got a good perspective on it yet.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
I would.
But that didn't happen. She's here, with the artifact.
Thank you, Mateo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? So something did happen. Barrett mentioned a loss of consciousness last time he found an artifact.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Patrick, you expect us to believe in fairy tales?
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine We thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that.
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, it means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Andre?
You're on, Walter.
Well,
This might be a good spot to use photo mode. Let's capture me having arrived right here. I look like an insane person. I am very serious. I am very serious about how, like, I do not know what's going on here, and I do not want to know. Let's take a photo. Have a look at that. All right, anyway.
if you had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend?
So,
was
are you
creepy.
ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
What do I want to say? I need some time to clear my head.
Fair enough, but you need a place to stay in the city, right? Why don't you settle in here? We owe you that much. Come find me when you're ready. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
All right, we've leveled up. We've joined Constellation. And now we don't have to do a single other thing. So I'm getting out of here. I think the last thing that I want to do... Oh yeah, so I can talk to Noel about my quarters if I want to. But I'm just not going to worry about it because there's just so much else to do in this universe. So first off, yeah, we'll switch to our Constellation pack. And the other thing we haven't done yet, though, is picking our skills. So we've leveled up twice now. We've got 2 skill points to spend. And if I want to be a space pirate, there's a couple of things that I need. And I think Orathaus was the one who told me about this. Targeting control systems. This is what allows you to target specific parts of an enemy ship, and that's what allows you to disable, board, and steal them. So I definitely want that. And then, just because I just got that boost pack, I feel like it's probably in my interest to get some boost pack training. But also, if I want to make some money, maybe I want to upgrade security here so I can hack more locks. Let's go with hacking more locks, actually. So that's how I'm going to spend my 2 skill points. And because those are both in the tech category, those are both going to get me closer and closer to my ultimate goal, which is unlocking a lot of really nice ship designs. So yeah, I'm just going to turn that off. And I think we should just go adventuring. But we should do that in the next episode. So I'm going to quickly save the game. And then we'll wrap this up. So, sorry, my headphone cable's getting all jacked up here. Tetsuo the Zombie, by the way, welcome to the chat. And yes, all has been well. Velis the Unknown, you showed up a while ago. You might not still be here, but also welcoming you to the chat. Sorry, Coalition points out that I've been ignoring the chat because I'm just so engaged with this game. This is like one of my favorite games that I've played in recent years, and so I'm just having a really great time. So that's the verdict on it so far. So yeah, my plan is to get this character in as much trouble as I possibly can, and hopefully that will be fun. So we'll do that in a future episode. In the meantime, click on some stuff. That future episode is going to go there, and I'll see you later. This was a very long video.